What's up, everybody? This is Josh. I'm going to do another saber review. This one you've already seen. So this is my Solos Hold V2. I recently sent it back to the installer, Obi Shane. Let's see if it looks better over here. To have him put a more accurate D-ring on. And to put a new LED in. So it is a Tri-Rebel lime green red, and man, is it bright. I also, so after watching Return of the Jedi, after watching The Last Jedi that just came out here a few months ago, I realized that I didn't want the prop of Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. I wanted Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. And if you look at my previous videos, I had the Hero and the V2. Well, the V2 is the very first lightsaber I've ever seen. I like just the character of it. So I sold my Hero to kind of fund other sabers, and then on top of that to, there we go. And then on top of that to, fun saber stuff. So what I did was I wanted to make this my own. So I got off Shapeways, I got an aluminum clamp card and sanded it quite a bit. I polished the raised piece part of it, but inside is like a copper and black. Kind of just gives it a really nice, interesting look. And then I also took the gaffer's tape off here and put it down here. And then I, after many tries, got copper right here. So it's not real copper, obviously. It's just paint. Don't try this at home unless you're. I knew that the electronics were going to stay in here. You know, I'm not good. To me, I'm not gonna like ruin a Obi Shane install. So I was very careful about taping and all that stuff, and now I got a very unique V2. I thought so. This is actually what I like to call the Journey Edition. I also took a little bit of the weathering off, so it's kind of a good combination of the V2 and the Hero, almost like a dirtied up Hero. The blade plug comes from Will Alain. I think I got that. I'm sure I got that wrong. But guy on the forums, really nice guy. What I wanted it was so it can shine through. So let's boot this thing up. It is a Crystal Focus 7.5 still. Nothing changed about the internals. Just take that off. Rice, recharge port, and SD card access right in the back. So we're just going to turn the kill key.
You have that power too.
So I did a lot of stuff since you saw it last. Let me just go back to the beginning.
Sound bank selection.
Force is strong in my family.
Force is strong in your family, Luke. Alright.
Give yourself night on the
Calibrate. Audio player.
deleted scene. Cave.
So I used the same program that Lord Blako uses for his audio. For like boot sounds and stuff like that. If you listen to his crystal stuff, the words, I use the same program, and I tried to make kind of like a Yoda voice.
My son, it is the only way. Luke.
kind of gave it a little bit more of a lime since it's the Tatooine sun. But this is the deleted scene when you see Luke for a moment playing with his lightsaber, activating it for the first time, and then putting it in R2. So this is Blako's Skywalker ROTJ.
Sound bank selection.
Deleted scene. Cave. Jabba sailed barge. Pit of Garcoon. Forest Emperor's throne room battle.
Force is strong in my family.
Give you night.
Calibrate. Audio player.
Deleted scene. Jabba sailed barge. Pit of Garcoon.
I tried to mix the green and the lime different for each one, but again, there's still more lime in this one, just because of the Tatooine sun made it look more yellow.
Sound bank selection.
Jabba set Forest Moon of Endor.
I see you have constructed a new lightsaber.
Oh, the Pit of Carcoon was Mad Cow's hero. I believe this is Father and Son by Wansith, but I also mixed into the hum, I mixed kind of like a background Endor, along with the actual soundtrack. So the soundtrack actually kicks in here pretty shortly for that scene. So I'm starting to do a little bit more green. Then when you turn it off,
Your skills are complete.
Sound bank selection.
Forest Moon of Emperor's throne room battle experience.
we gotta quiet that one down a little bit.
His lightsaber.
Ah, yes. A Jedi's weapon.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but what's really cool about Crystal Focus is you can put prions and post-offs. Yes. So for this one, since this is the throne room, I tried to make it so the boot sound was before the fight, and then this is like the initiation to the fight, and then the deactivation is at the end of it. So this next part's on purpose, and I absolutely love it.
Good. I can feel your anger. I am defenseless. Take your weapon. Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
So the prion plays, and then it automatically, since I hit the button to activate it, turns the saber on.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
So actually, this entire top half is one piece, except for the flange, which you unscrew and put the blade in. It actually comes down even past the clamp, and then the down by here, the booster and the pommel screws off. So it's very well built. And actually, the sound you're hearing is coming out of right here in the clamp. So the bottom can be doesn't have any sound vents. Solo's Nerfworks is really all about the prop. So that's what's really nice about this saber. So you'll hear,
There is no conflict.
so this is another one Sith. I believe this is either Mark 6 or it actually. Nope, actually, I think it's not one Sith. It's V2, which personally is my favorite Luke Skywalker font. It just has the hum, has a lot of character to it. The power on and power offs to me are just perfect. So here's what happens when you turn it off.
Never. I'll never turn to the dark side. You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So really cool. I know some people aren't into the whole sound experience thing, but again, this is a character hilt. I want to hear the moments that made me fall in love with the character and the lightsaber.
Sound bank selection.
Emperor's throne room battle experience.
Force is strong in my family.
So this is more if I want to, this one's more just straight font. If I wanted to show somebody, like, hey, look at my cool lightsaber.
You have that power too.
Sound bank selection.
Force is strong in my family.
Give yourself to the dark side.
So this is more if he actually turned Luke Skywalker,
Now, fulfill your destiny.
which originally, in the original story, one of the drafts, Luke Skywalker did turn. That's what happened at the end. So I used Shamim's sound font for Darth Vader for episode 6. Kind of like maybe he cut off his dad's hand, he became a Sith Lord, and used his dad's crystal in his lightsaber. Or bled his own, right?
Sound bank selection.
Give yourself. Knights of the Old Republic. Holocron meditation.
So this one's super neat. I don't know if people have seen this from Lord Blako, but he made a holocron font that you can get for free.
The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
So this is different masters talking. I went with a yellow blade, just to have it different.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force.
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
May the Force be with you.
I thought being, since this is Luke's journey lightsaber, between, you know, kind of the 6 and after 6, when he was just doing so much, this is kind of like going on a journey, getting, you know, throughout the journey, getting dirty, just being an essential tool. I thought having a holocron would be kind of cool.
Sound bank selection.
Knights of the Old.
Calibrate.
Calibrate's from Mad Cow, which is really for crystal chambers.
Sound bank selection.
Calibrate.
Audio player.
And for the audio player, I didn't keep the default files on. I converted the entire soundtrack for Return of the Jedi and put it on here.
Audio player.
Actually, if you watch the blade, I don't know if you can see this, but it's actually pulsing as the music's going. And so it's actually reacting to the music.
Sound bank selection.
Calibrate.
Audio player.
Deleted scene. Cave.
So honestly, yeah, this is my favorite saber of all time. The feel of it is amazing. Aaron and the Nerfworks guys did an amazing job on the chassis and everything. Honestly, this is, if the apocalypse happened and I could take one Star Wars thing with me, it would be this lightsaber. It would be on my backpack, just because it's fantastic. Worth the money, definitely. The only thing I can say that I'm not a fan of, and you'll see that the blade has to have like this adapter thing. So this is supposed to be glued so it doesn't go anywhere. But so here's the thing that I'm not. So here's the thing, because on all the Star Wars props, they don't have like set screws like you do in most of our lightsabers, right? So what they chose to do, instead of using a set screw, and because they're all about the prop, you take out the blade plug, you put in that O-ring over the blade, and then you put it in there, and then put this flange over so it keeps it nice and compressed. But honestly, I constantly have to mess with it. So that's kind of the only thing that I really am not a huge fan of. But honestly, since this isn't a dueler, this is a showpiece, right? It's not really a big deal to me. Just beautiful. Absolutely love this saber. If you have any questions, as usual, hit me up down below, and I'll try to answer them best I can. Everybody have a good night. May the Force be with you.